everyone. So in this lecture we are going to study some topics of laser. Let us start with Nd:YAG laser. But before learning Nd:YAG laser, let us revise some key points that are required for the production of laser. For example, laser is based on the principle of stimulated emission of radiation and light amplification. So stimulated emission is achieved with the help of population inversion, and population inversion is the state of achieving more number of atoms in the excited state than ground state. So to achieve population inversion, pumping is required. Pumping is the mechanism to excite atoms from the lower state to the higher energy level state. So in this way stimulated emission is done. Now if we talk about light amplification, amplification is done with the help of optical resonator cavity. Light amplification is achieved by photon multiplication within an optical resonator cavity. Initially, the population inversion is achieved in the active medium, which is placed in the resonator cavity. Now what happens, the spontaneously emitted photon by an excited atom, one of the excited atom, stimulates another atom that it encounters in its path to release another photon. So now there are two photons which are coherent in nature, and they stimulate another two photons. So now there are four coherent photons. So in this way photons get multiplied through chain reactions and light is amplified. So in this way amplification of light is done, and finally we get a highly intense beam called laser. So there are basically three basic components required for the laser production: active medium, pumping source and resonator cavity. So let us start with the construction of Nd:YAG laser. So first of all, a flash tube, xenon or krypton flash tube is used to provide optical pumping to the laser. So xenon or krypton flash lamp is used to provide optical pumping to the active medium. And laser rod, here laser rod is in the form of YAG, that is yttrium aluminium garnet by 3Al5O12, in which Nd+3 ions are doped. So this is a crystal which is drawn in the form of rod. So they are placed in an ellipsoidal resonator cavity. So laser rod is placed on one of the focal axis of the ellipsoidal cavity, and flash tube is placed on the another focal axis of the cavity, so that the entire flash of radiation goes into the rod directly. Okay, this is the purpose. That is why they are both placed on the focal axis of the ellipsoidal cavity. So this is the construction of laser, in which end faces of the rod is silver polished. If they are not polished, they are not supposed to be polished, then two external mirrors can also be used for the purpose of amplification. So the construction of the Nd:YAG laser is, right, basically this is a 4 levels solid state laser, in which Nd:YAG means Nd+3 ions are doped in yttrium aluminium garnet, right, to form an active medium. Nd+3 ions are the active centers here, and the yttrium aluminium garnet is a crystal which is drawn into a rod in which Nd+3 ions are doped, right. So this is called the active medium, right. Then the end faces of this rod are ground polished or silvered, so that it can act as an optical resonator. Otherwise, optical cavity can also be formed by using two external reflecting mirrors, right? One of them which is a 100% reflector, and other one is a partially reflector. right? So then the pumping source is used in the form of xenon or krypton flash lamp, right? So this both can be, flash lamp can be used to provide optical pumping. So this is the basic construction of Nd:YAG laser. Now let us brief some key points. So it is a 4-level solid state laser, yttrium aluminum garnet. The chemical formula for it is Y3AFiO12, commonly called as YAG, doped with neodymium ions Nd+3 is the active medium. The end faces of the Nd:YAG rod are ground polished and silver to act as the optical resonator. A Nd:YAG rod and a krypton flash lamp are enclosed inside an ellipsoidal reflector in order to make the entire flash radiation get focused onto Nd:YAG rod. Nd:YAG rod is placed on one of the focal axes of the ellipsoidal reflector, and flash lamp is placed on the other focal axis of the reflector. Okay, so this is the basic construction. Now, to understand the working of the Nd:YAG laser, let us consider this energy level diagram. So here, as you can see, different energy level diagrams are given, right? E0 is the ground state, E3 and E4 are the excited state, while E1 and E2 are the metastable state. So as soon as the flash lamp is switched on, the entire radiation is focused on the rod in such a way that the active centers Nd+3 ions get excited and go to the excited level state. Now, as we know that the lifetime of the ions or an atom in the excited state is very low. So as soon as they get to the excited state, they will spontaneously emigrate to the metastable state. Now in the metastable state, the lifetime of atom increases. So here the lifetime of the ions will be increased, right? Now the radiation, the transition from E3 and E4 to E2 metastable state will be a non-radiative transition. Here no radiation will be emitted, just heat energy will be released as the energy is converted into the vibrational energy of the atom. So now the ions or the atoms are at the metastable state where their lifetime increases. Now upon continuous excitation, population inversion is achieved, right? Pumping is on, pumping is continued, and upon continuous excitation, population inversion is now achieved at metastable state E2. Right? So as soon as these ions or atoms undergo a transition from E2 to E1, right, a laser beam is produced of 1.064 micrometer. Photons are produced, photons are generated. Now these photons travel parallel to the optical resonator cavity and experience multiple reflections between 100% reflector and partial reflector, and in this way a highly coherent and highly intense laser beam is produced between state E2 and E1. Now again this atom undergo a transition from E2 to again to ground level, which is again a non-radiative transition. So in this way laser is produced, laser beam is produced, and note that only a part of energy is used to excite the atoms. The rest of the energy, the rest of the pumping produces heat energy. Right, it produces heat, right? So air water circulation or air cooling system or water cooling system can be used to cool the system, as a large amount of heat is produced during this process, right? So in this way, using metastable state and population inversion, laser beam is produced between states E2 and E1 of wavelength 1.064 micrometer. So this is all about Nd:YAG laser. So in this way laser beam is formed. Now let us see some key points. So when flash lamp is switched on, optical pumping excites the Nd+3 ions from the ground energy state E0 to the energy level E3 and E4, that are the excited level, by absorbing radiations of wavelength 0.80 micrometer and 0.73 micrometer respectively. Now what happens upon continuous excitation, population inversion of Nd+3 ions is achieved at the metastable state E2. So any of the spontaneously emitted photon will make the excited Nd+3 ions to undergo the transition between E2 to E1. So this is all about Nd:YAG laser, right? Now based upon the active medium and the method of pumping. Again, what is active medium? The medium in which population inversion state is achieved. So based on the different active mediums and different method of pumpings, different lasers are classified in solid state laser, liquid laser, gaseous laser, then there are semiconductor laser, there are chemical laser, right? So these are the different types of laser which involves different type of pumping and contains different type of active medium. Right. For example, Nd:YAG laser is a solid state laser, right, in which optical pumping is used. For example, there is a helium neon laser which is a gas laser. So in that laser, helium and neon atoms or ions of gas is used as an active medium, and inelastic collision pumping is achieved. For example, in chemical lasers, chemical reactions are used for the pumping. Right, so different types of pumping are adopted in different state of laser. So this is all about this session. Thank you.